This is the hardest ROM hack ever created for Pokemon Soul Silver. Pokemon Sterling Silver makes some really cool Pokemon type changes, buffs some stats, and completely overhauls the gym fights. For example, this was the original Jasmine team from Pokemon Soul Silver, and this is what she has now. Quick rules for our run. I'll be playing with Permadeath, no items in battle, 1 encounter per route, and a ban on weather and setup moves. There were 3 great starter choices here, but I couldn't pass up on the GOAT. Chikorita. We named everyone's favorite little leaf monster Haze. Sure, Grass would be weak against Faulkner and Bugsy moving forward, but Chica packs the Filter ability, which trivializes the damage that super effective moves can do. And you'll notice, this is the Clay Thompson run. How did I burn through 10 attempts? It was a fun battle, wasn't it? I had a really good time. That's fucking garbage. That's fucking garbage. There's no way that just happened.
I guess his feelings just got hurt.
I did go Raspberry just in case I get burned. Nice. Oh my god, it first turn sucks, man. Oh my fucking god, dude. There's no...
So yeah, attempt 11 with Haze was going to be the run. The creator of this hack even included a Nuzlocke and care package at the beginning of this to save me time. Thank you. Too Short the Hoot Hoot was our first encounter, which is actually really good. Noctowl's typing was changed to be Psychic Flying in this one, which makes them on infinitely more useful. Now, we did have to go through some story stuff like in the base game, except in this one, the old man tour guide screams at you and sprints into the woods. Also, Oak's in this little house in Cherry Grove instead of down the road a ways. We met a really scary teenager trying to bring the egg to Professor Elm. He dropped his ID, and you'll never believe who it was. My arch nemesis, DRXX. They knew him. The guy who beat Blaze Black Deathless. They told me I would never be able to catch him, let alone beat him in battle. I was gonna prove them wrong. In our pursuit of the man, we had to fish up our new bark encounter. Was it a Finneon? Yes. Is that a good encounter here? Well, maybe not for fighting stuff, but Business brought great team spirit. Every great team needs morale boosters. The rest of our starter pack was actually pretty heat though, adding Dr. Reed the Ralts, Love Caesar, the Jolly Magikarp, and...
Bugsy's quaking. Yeah, true.
Oh! The Kern pull. Yes, and this clip shows us getting hit with Fire Spin. Sweet, right? Grass Fire Sunkern was the precursor to Scovillain that we always wanted and deserved. These 6 were good enough to break us past the first couple trainers, though a bonus boss battle barricades us from gym number 1. A showdown with Candace in Permanent Hail. Her little baby team of Sneasel, Snover, and Swinub weren't much, but I was relying on 2 new pickups of Bach the Psyduck and Budufan the Laleep to be useful. And honestly, it wasn't too tough. Bach's Water Pulse confused Sneasel into knocking itself out. U-turn from Bidness crit killed Snover, and Filter Haze was just too strong for the final Swinub. Once in Violet, we received 4 more routes to grab encounters from. Violet City gifted us a fishing encounter in Azurill, which was an absolute prize. Receiving a normal typing in this hack, the stab portfolio is just so much better. CJD was gonna be sweet. Clinical the Bwizzle, Isaac the Ekans, and Fox the Tangela also joined the team. Defeating Bellsprout Tower isn't mandatory in base game, but required in Sterling Silver. There are like 5 or so battles in there that are kind of pushovers, followed by Elder Lee, who has a real and pretty cool team. Of course, Clinical had no issue obliterating the opening Hound Hour, and then Too Short stepped in on Weepin' Bell, and it used Growth. Never fear, Too Short's a power champion, and crit the snot out of the plant with the huge mouth. Chilla's Fire Spin finished Magnemite, Dr. Reed punted Mankey, and Clinical Shockwaves the remaining Hoot Hoot. Yes, Shockwave Bizzle is weird. I'll explain it later. We had made it to gym number 1, Faulkner. The bird guy packed a loaded roster of Staravia, Murkrow, Primplup, Pidgeotto, and Gligar. It's okay. I had a plan. I opened with Dr. Reed, who always baited out U-turn. Now, expecting a psychic move, Murkrow stepped in. I fired off Shockwave instead, which did so much damage.
Speaking of psychic, have you ever felt like having a friend that could read your mind would be incredibly convenient? Maybe yes, maybe no. I know I have. Sometimes we go through things that are hard to talk about, and finding the right time and place to air out all that brain clutter can be stressful and tough. This free switch into Meryl on Shadow Claw and then fake out kill is pretty sick, by the way. Now, my family has always encouraged me to connect with someone about therapy, but I always felt like I had more questions than answers. Where do I go? Who do I talk to? And how much is this gonna cost? Wait, is that Bayleaf out on Pidgeotto? No way that's the real plan, bro. Editor man, can you bring back me to the past so we can find out what he was thinking here? Okay. This has one roll to crit kill me, and that is it. Are you serious? Easy fucking roll. Got him, boys. Anyways, we'll figure out how we're going to beat that bird in a second. It wasn't until very recently that I had all of my questions answered about therapy, and it came in the form of the sponsor of today's video, BetterHelp. BetterHelp has allowed me to connect with a licensed therapist trained to listen and give me unbiased advice, and you could try it too. You'll be matched with a therapist usually within 48 hours, so you can get started fast, and you can communicate with your therapist in a variety of ways, including video chats, phone calls, or even simple messaging, however you feel most comfortable. Let BetterHelp connect you with a therapist who can support you from the comfort of your own home. Visit betterhelp.com/Whacko or choose Whacko during sign up to enjoy a discount on your first month. Budu fan coming out for Pidgeotto was not a great answer, but it's what we had. All right, we're faster. Here we go. Wait, no way. No way. Absolutely no way. How is it faster than me? Oh, yeah, that was faster than me. Prinplup was Faulkner's next representative. Bulky Grass Guy Fox fired off a Sleep Powder and double Mega Drained the Penguin to finish it. And the initial Staravia came back in. CJD swapped in to help with a Fake Out, and Intimidate Isaac chowed on that Rock Smash. Unfortunately, my entire team was dead to crit from here. But that never happens, right? Don't do it. Don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. Thank you. I figured my best play was to head back to CJD to kill with Fake Out and to accept that I'd be risking a few crits to finish the job. Staravia passed away and the pink bat came out. Quick dodge, ice punch, pivot to the bulky fox, profit. We're rich with one badge, boys. Aqua Jet Fake Out dual stab Azu was now online. Isaac evolved into Arbok, who got one of my favorite type changes I've ever seen. No longer poison useless type, Arbok acquired a dragon typing, meaning we could actually use it in battle. Firegrass Sunflora joined the team, as did Psychic Flying Noctowl. Too Short was actually our most valuable encounter for this split, directing traffic up to Bugsy with air slashes and Psybeams. We traversed down to Union Cave where I fished up Zubat. All right, let's see. How good is Zubat? Zubat is Shadow Tag. Careful. Don't ask questions about how that works. Sean, welcome to the team. We also picked up Eric the Duck the Whismer and Snowman the Slowpoke before taking on Executive Proton in Slowpoke well. Proton had some explodey boys, and if anyone doesn't know, self-destruct and explosion half your defense in this. So if we get hit with one, we're cooked. Oh, also, Voltorb adopted Magnemite Steel typing, so wish me luck in killing it. There's a chance I take an L here, I guess, huh? I think it's hit poison, yeah. Para. Yeah, dude. All right, bounce is a rule. If I get the bite flinch. Oh, that paid off. Wow, imagine I was stuck in bounce. That would have been fucking awful. All right, I go here. Yep, don't die. Thank you. Wait, don't go Golbat. Don't go Golbat. Don't go Golbat. No. It shouldn't. Thank God, dude. Sure, Houndour got the Fire Fang burn on CJD as I switched in, but Fake Out into Aqua Jet still finished the job. Love Caesar bit Ivy, and Too Short slashed the coughing. And I know what you're thinking. Just kill it, man. It's a coffin. Remember like 3 seconds ago when I was freaking out about seeing Golbat with Arbok? Licky Vampire inherited a pretty crazy ability in this hack. Shadow Tag. The last thing I needed was Proton to give one of my mons the Sauce Gardener special and lock me the hell up. I opted to KO coughing with Love Caesar, who was able to bite the bat as well, but damn, that was stressful. Bugsy's team was only slightly better than the base game, and look, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared that I might recreate the wipes that I'd experienced in the 2 other attempts that I'd lost here. But I just felt like our team had the upper hand. Look at his opener.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Now look at ours. There was no way we could fumble this. Too Short air slashed the bug, hoping for a flinch. It didn't happen, but our owl finished the job turn 2. Then Anorith came out. This is the scariest part. So this first turn right now, this Rock Slide, it went Rock Tomb. That's so much fucking better. I cannot overemphasize how important it was that it just did that. Okay, Fake Out. Aqua Jet. Now Aqua Jet will not kill here. That's fine. Should Leech Life. We're dead to crit here. Don't do this. Don't do this. Thank you. Okay. Isaac stepped in to help out with Skill Link Heracross. The thing is, sure, the attack drop helped, but
I don't think there's a single mon in this game that stands up to this raw. I needed our boy to get in a little chip damage so Love Caesar could finish. All right, how much does Aerial Ace do? I am dead to Aerial Ace crit. It is what it is. I go Poison Tail. It's the best mon, just like ever. Don't crit, don't crit, don't crit, don't crit. Okay. Love Caesar fired off a mean bounce to finish the beetle, and the dragonfly stepped in. Admittedly, I actually didn't bring in a plan for this guy. I was just hoping we could murder by committee. It U-turned, and I switched into Chilla, which meant Bugsy had all the momentum now. Who wants to risk 2 crits on a Scyther real quick? Crit here would be devastating. Don't do it. Thank you. Don't crit, don't crit, don't crit. Hold, hold, hold. Thank you. I need to hit this. This is such an important hit. It's like 95% accuracy. Please, 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 please. Thank you. Good night, Scyther. Scyther dies. After a sweaty defeat of Bugsy's scariest partner, CJD was able to pulverize the dragonfly that tried to roll us earlier. The final pincer held down the floor. Love Caesar cashed an Intimidate in as Sean hoped to finish the job. Feint Attack hurt, but Wing Attack was just enough to 2-shot. We were 2 badges in. A moment of silence for the poison dragon Isaac. You did your job. We'll see you again after 6 more badges when the lock is over. I mean, we had a lot to overcome until then, but who was next up? Technically, I fought Drew, but the only noteworthy thing from this fight is that we got the debut Technician Clinical, the Floatzel. Water Electric Floatzel. Shockwave was cracked. No, the next big fight was Gardania, the gatekeeper of joy, prosperity, and maybe most importantly, Goldenrod City. But first, an encounter. Dude, I cannot believe we just pulled the 5% Corsola. All right, not exactly what I wanted, but fair nonetheless. At least we dodged Surskit. Gardania had throttled multiple of my runs so far, and I was very, very nervous going in, but Too Short and Love Caesar felt like real contributors that I hadn't had access to in previous runs. CJD checked Ludi just fine, so we were able to navigate the short on Grass Knot. Air Slash chipped in, but in the words of Selena Gomez, everything is not what it seems. Hold on. This is Poison Jab. What if I hard pivot? Yeah. I hard pivot Floatzel. Floatzel's faster and can Ice Punch. Boom. What the? This Voltorb was a menace. It should be noted that the creator specifically made Voltorb a super rare encounter for us because he knew how busted this thing had become in this hack. Every time I see this exploding Pokeball, I tremble. This time around, Leech Seed chipped it enough where Clinical was able to finish the job. Then Clinical Ice Punched the Roserade as Love Caesar conquered a really tough Tinted Lens Mothim with Bounce right after. The final leap was a chore, but Fox was able to Sleep Powder and Giga Drain the Fossil guy out of the match, and we were headed to the big city. Remember when we missed Krabby and got Corsola 2 seconds ago? I was a little upset about it. I should explain that Kingler is a water steel typing in this game. Headed into the normal type wielding Whitney, I was really hoping to combat our team of 6 with some juice. After missing the opportunity in Ilex Forest, we had another shot. Come on, give it to me. All right, it's cool. Big Fish is motor drive and an absolute cannon. I'll use it a lot for sure. Come on. Discharge. Why would it do that? I cannot believe it went for the 1 roll. Okay, I'm rolling this. Here we go. Okay, don't crit me, please. Please. Dude, that sucks so bad. Who would have guessed that Psycho Cut would crit me like that? My actual play out of that afterwards was use CJD and just eat a full-blown discharge hit, and now a eulogy for our dead fish. Would have been cool to get some use out of you. So much for being bulky. You died to a Pachirisu, and that's fucking embarrassing. Cheers.
Be free!
That fight we lost Fami the fish to was actually an optional, but we got Drain Punch for completing it. We did pick up 4 encounters out here as well, including Togetic, Primeape, Baltoy, and finally, we fished up the esteemed Krabby. Whitney, known for crying, tax evasion, and giving me badges. Her team was a little different than the last time we saw her, but our team was full of bulk monsters ready to take a hit. Still, if we're being honest, my original plan was to sacrifice Arbok here. The Intimidate plus free pivot could be invaluable on any of these mods. Now, it felt like we might have significantly less wiggle room. Was I gonna have to let another friend of mine go in its place? I opened with Shiny One the Kingler against her Lopunny. I protected on Jump Kick for some damage and pivoted to Love Caesar for an attack drop. Back to Shiny One on return, another Protect caused Lopunny to hurt itself again, putting it in range to dive to Aqua Jet. The Giraffe took the floor and really wanted to zap us with a Thunderbolt.
Dope. If this Paras were in real trouble. We are really counting on not getting paralyzed here. Oh, that really bites. Okay. This just got a lot harder. I need to hit through this right now. Okay. Please hit through. Please hit through. Okay, we hit through. That was so important.
With Leech Seed planted, I wanted to slow this down and get a little more chip off. I sent a Rock Tomb and miraculously hit through again, allowing me to get into Love Caesar a little more confidently. Regrettably, I then switched in my fighting type in Ollie. This time we dodged the Thunderbolt paralysis and Drain Punched Long Neck until it passed away. With Togekiss about to fire off an Air Slash, I switched in my counter. Shiny one. Again. Is this crab hitting through a Serene Grace Air Slash flinch the only thing standing between badge number 3 and a hard reset?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Don't flinch. Don't flinch. Don't flinch. Don't flinch. Don't flinch. Don't flinch. No flinching. No flinching. No flinching. Yeah. Air Slash can only do... Oh, that's such good damage.
And with that Rock Tomb, we were now faster. Considering I was Shell Armor, I took no issue with taking another hit here. And Whitney's Moneymaker came out. Her cash cow, if you will.
All right. Don't get paralyzed. Don't do it. I know you wanna, but don't do it. Don't get paralyzed. You spaghetti ass. Now we're gonna click Sleep Powder. And it's gonna work out for us. Don't paralyze, please. Are you serious? On a scale of 1 to 10, I will rank myself as very scared here. Dude, into first turn wake up. Are you fucking kidding me? Viper, this is, in fact, really bad. Okay, we're fine. Never mind, we're chilling.
And with that crit, it only took 2 more hits to finish the cow with Giga Drains. Violet the Corsola was now asked to make her debut against a 4-armed monkey. Brine plus Recover was just unfair and demolished the poor opponent. Violet was just relentless. The final boss now stood across the way. It was the Spider-Man meme in action. Who will win? And after Violet's triumph, we'd received our 3rd badge with only 2 casualties up to this point. A bunch of Pokemon evolved, which was pretty sweet. Tangrowth, Meganium, Crobat, Exploud, Slowbro, Gardevoir, and Cradilly were all incredible. We made a quick stop at the Pokeathlon for a bonus encounter in the bonus grass. It was a Pinecone. We named him Anti-Spirit. Next, we cleared the Sudowoodo that was blocking us from Ecruteak and picked up a Smoochum. Kobe, welcome to the team. There's a really tough double battle blocking the path to Mortyville next. Sudowoodo and Wigglytuff shouldn't be a scary tandem, but they perfectly accentuate each other in this hack. And I had nothing to easily beat the now grass rock Sudowoodo. Leech Life hurt Pseudo, but Wigglytuff used Sing to limit Haze. I fired off a U-turn into Fox on a guaranteed Thunder Punch.
Yep, that's what I thought. Don't paralyze. Don't para, or we're kind of in a really bad spot. Oh my god, he got it. Okay. So this is going to come down to 1, waking up, and 2, hitting through. So I do need to kill Sudowoodo as soon as possible. If we can kill Sudowoodo, then we can swap some other stuff in. Ah, this is so scary. Don't crit, don't crit. Oh my god, it crit. Pseudo, I'm begging you, don't hit my boy. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Please hit through this. Thank God, dude. Holy. Oh my God.
With Pseudo down, we were now looking at Wiggly and a Wartortle. Dr. Reed stepped in and traced Shell Armor, and Shiny One held its own with its Water Steel typing, resisting every move possible. But a Spinef drop from Hybrid Voice really hurt Dr. Reed standing in the fight. I had to get our Gardevoir out. Sean switched back in, expecting a Hyper Voice and Seismic Toss. Rock Smash dropped Wigglytuff's defense, and I hoped Leech Life could do enough damage to kill it the very next turn.
Okay, cool. Get some HP back. You're not Cute Charm, are you? No, Magic Guard. Bring back some HP for myself. Great looks. Nice, that's what I thought. It went Psybeam. Don't crit me. Don't. Hold. Are you fucking serious?
CJD came in and avenged Sean, the fallen Crobat. Admittedly, that loss was really tough. Crobat's one of the best encounters in almost any Nuzlocke. The value of a fast U-turner cannot be overstated, so this was really painful. Still, any Nuzlocke attempt can be boiled down to, in its essence, getting through 8 gyms and 1 Elite Four challenge with at least 1 Pokemon remaining at the end. We fished up a Ghastly and Ecruteak and stopped in Mount Mordor for a little pick-me-up. The holy grail of encounters. The prized 1% Shuppet. Why is this so sick? Because, like Ancestral X, this guy gets a normal ghost typing. Being immune to normal fighting and ghost moves is honestly toxic and should be banned. The utility on this thing
is disgusting. Will-O-Wisp, Shadow Sneak, Sucker Punch, all in time for the Ghost-type gym leader next. J Massey, welcome to the team. We then added Azura the Lunatone, the Ghost Rock type combo that we've never received in the actual games, and Dr. Sleep MD, the Dark Psychic Grumpig. Gym number 4 was up, and I had a plan for this Perma Sun roster. Introducing Drifblim. No, not my Drifblim, Morty's Drifblim. This is Morty's opening Pokemon. Why is it relevant? Because its learn set is Aura Sphere, Shadow Ball, Explosion, and U-Turn. You see the angle yet? No, I'll explain. Actually, screw it. I'll show you. Open with J Massey, the normal ghost type equipped with a Shell Bell. All right, the only thing that this hot air balloon can use is U-Turn. Yes. Now we do a ton of damage. We're gonna try and abuse the heck out of Drifblim, constantly coming in. Oh, that's not what I expected. Straight up. Oh my God. Shuppet, you are so hot. Rotom Heat would Volt Switch on Azura into Tangrowth, which was a little copium, but we still felt like we were in the driver's seat here. The entire trio of newcomers would debut in this fight as Dr. Sleep MD would rounded out our first 3 team members. Now, my play with Dr. Sleep here was to use Mirror Coat with its newly overclocked special defense, but of course that meant we were rolling crit deaths. Okay, don't crit me. Don't crit me. I need you to hold. I need you to hold. Great job, buddy. Okay, Mirror Coat kills, right? Yes! Okay, all right. And Drifblim stepped back in. The cornerstone of my plan. Show me not U-turn. Not U-turn. Not, I think it's almost guaranteed U-turn. Yes! That is so fucking sick. You are my fucking goat, Shuppet. Holy. Do murder again. If it goes Rotom Heat. Okay. All right. Whew. That was a lot for me. Crit. I didn't get the crit. That's okay. That's okay. Another cycle allowed me to Shadow Claw kill Rotom Heat, and Morty's Hypno succumbed to Shiny One's Shadow Claw. Back to J Massey on Aura Sphere, Shadow Claw on U-Turn, Sucker Punch pulverized the now Ghost Fire Ninetales. Drifblim, in a weird ploy to murder his friends, stepped back in for one more successful U-Turn. Gengar fell as well. J Massey would finish our friend in a bittersweet ending. Drifblim, you were the real MVP. Off to go find a guy named Chuck. Dr. Reed ruined a dumb grunt in the dance theater by spamming Psychic. Surf acquired. On our adventures, we added some new friends. Starmie, Quagsire, Pelipper, Weezing, Muck, Tentacruel, Golem. Welcome aboard. We powered through Olivine and cleared the necessary trainers to face Chuck. And then I realized his gimmick. On the surface, his team is tame. Sure, Wrath, Blaziken, and Electivire look tough, but the secret sauce is hidden in the form of Arena Trap Dugtrio. If I was going to get out of this death list, I was either going to have to knock out Dugtrio early or make sure every mon on my team was able to beat Dugtrio as well as the Pokemon they were originally brought into check. Or at least that they could switch out of Arena Trap. Yeah, so we were cooked. Hey, but you can't burn a bridge if you don't cross it, or whatever the expression is. Let's commit arson! Newly a fighting flying type, Staraptor didn't stand a chance against Dr. Reed's Psychic. With Armaldo out next, I had a problem. Azura wasn't Levitate, but rather Solid Rock. This is only relevant because I can't escape Arena Trap if I KO Armaldo. And then the ground type Dugtrio is super likely to come out right after. And Azura didn't do enough damage to set up CJD, who I switched into, for the fake out into Aqua Jet kill either. Superpower into Dr. Reed gave it some recoil damage, and pivoting back to CJD on knockoff meant it was now dead to Aqua Jet. Except CJD was now at a super low HP, which means we were dealing with random move. All right, now Electivire is not going to use Flamethrower. That's all the info we have. 2/3 of the time, we're in a really cool position. And then there's the chance that it uses Cross Chop, which would suck. Anyways, let's just pivot. We're fine. Don't use Cross Chop. Don't use Cross Chop. Anything with Cross Chop. You fucking suck, dude. You are the worst Pokemon I've ever encountered. Don't crit me. Okay. Azura's ghost typing means it's immune to Cross Chop, the only move that stresses our poor Gotcha. It's using Flamethrower on switches instead. And it burned Azura, and then it used Flamethrower as I switched. Are you fucking serious, dude? That is so fucking... I lose coin flips like nobody's fucking business. Okay. You, dude. Don't you dare. Great monster. My fucking guy, dude.
After that drama, Fox finished Poliwrath and Lord Bobble the Weezing made his first appearance. Swords Dance was scary, but Bobble fired off a haze to reset that. Did I mention that Bobble adopted a really sick poison fire typing in this? We relied on Psybeam to do most of the work here, but a late paralysis meant we had to switch. Fox got paralyzed on that too, but Thick Fat meant we'd tank even the most brutal Fire Punch crit. Sleep Powder into CJD pivot for Aqua Jet was brilliant. The final Pokemon was the Dugtrio I'd been so scared of, and Aqua Jet finished that puppy. Good night, Chuck! Thank you for badge number 5. The Jasmine split had begun where it always does, the Lighthouse. And I won't bore you with the methodical nonsense trainers that I had to defeat. I will say though, I did run into quite an insane moment against a Metronome Togekiss.
Oh, this has Metronome. I didn't even realize. Oh my God, I'm scared. I go here. Crit here would be really scary. I'm gonna go Poison Jab, try and get that. All right, so I lose my I get stuck in Magma Storm and I lose Muck. Are you serious? This is how I lose Muck? That's so garbage. Dude. Are you serious?
Yeah, Blowbrex didn't make it. Was I supposed to account for Magma Storm? Togekiss, 100% a skill issue. Muck has Alolan Muck's dark typing in this game too, so I was definitely sad about this one. But the run must go on. After the Lighthouse, we were sent on a wild goose chase by Bayoba to the Safari Zone. And who else was there to try and stop us but Crasher Wake himself? We trampled over the Masked Man and his rain team, sending all 6 Pokemon back to their Pastoria Pond. The final boss on this route was Giovanni, who's running around with Garchomp and Deoxys in this hack. Fortunately, Fox handled Chomp, and Dr. Sleep was hilariously perfect to check Deoxys? On these routes, we snagged a Blastoise, a Rapidash, and a Solrock, and tried to catch this Safari Zone encounter.
Like, high key, like, I'll take vanilla encounters, you know?
Magnezone can be levitate in this game. Not mine, though. Mine got the way better ability. Magnet Pull. Yes. Jasmine is the next big fight, and she is awful. And by awful, I mean insanely good, and I was really worried about it. These 6 mons she has are really strong, and that's only amplified by the fact that she wants to have a double battle that opens with 5 turns of Trick Room. Andrew the Water Dragon Blastoise entered this fight for the first time with Chilla, one of our first mons, supporting him. Here goes nothing. Fake out from Andrew on Sizor and Flamethrower from Sunflora did some damage, while the opposing Bronzong set up Rain Dance. Expecting Head Smash from Steelix on Chilla, I switched to Gacha and had Andrew Muddy Water to hopefully wreak some havoc. Except Bronzong switched out, and Steelix targeted Andrew instead of Chilla. Andrew was on the brink here. Haze stepped in to eat Bastiodon's Draco Meteor and Steelix's Dragon Rush, which went as well as it could have. Steelix then switched out into Empoleon, while Haze switched into Gyarados the Magnezone. CJD stepped in for Gyarados, and just as Trick Room ran out, Bastiodon booted it up again. Fake out, dig damage, and now a really big turn for us. I needed Waterfall to kill Empoleon.
Please, 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 please kill Empoleon. Waterfall, I need you to do the job here. You missed. All right, we lose Azu.
Man, CJD's death was tragic for 2 reasons. The first is that we'd had CJD on the team since the very beginning of the run. She'd done so much work for us. The second reason is that I had no idea how we were getting out of this fight now without that Mon's support. Here we go. I sent Andrew back in to bait out Draco Meteor from Bastiodon and switched Gyarados in to tank that. In the meantime, Chilla was strong enough to bury Empoleon. Steelix was now back on the floor.
This is the last one, I think. That's fine. Eat this. Breakfast, breakfast, breakfast. I need you to chug this, Chilla, or else I'm fucked. Thank you. You're faster? Wait, what? How?
Steelix fell, but things were looking tight. Bastiodon was officially out of Draco Meteors, his only attacking move, but I now had to navigate a Magnezone breathing down my neck. Synthesis Leech Seed Haze did numbers, while Gacha fired off cheap Psychics against Magnezone. I needed it dead, and I have good news. It did it itself.
Claydol, hold. Claydol, hold, buddy. Hold. 50-50 here. Claydol. Claydol. Hold, buddy. Oh, no.
A Giga Drain eliminated Bronzong. Only Bastiodon was left. Chilla and Haze wore it down to 0 over the course of a whole bunch of turns, and the battle had concluded. The death toll was 7, but we had 6 badges. Only 2 more to go, and then the Elite 4.
We trekked to Mahogany, where the Headbutt tutor resided. This meant we could get 2 more encounters, including TBI the Ladybug and Walnut the Heracross. We also added Thick Fat Snover, Hitmonchan, and Execute to the team. And then, in a hastily made decision, I opted to take on the optional Fantina at the Lake of Rage. It panned out, we picked up a Willow SPM, and we returned to Mahogany to clear the Rocket Dungeon. And that Rocket Dungeon was a minefield of pretty tough roadblocks, but nothing in this madness nest compared to the 12v12 tag battle with Lance that we were expected to withstand before the Electrode Pit. I mean, we brought our A-team. Love Caesar opened, who we haven't used in a little while, and immediately switched into Lord Wiggle to hold down the fort. One by one, the whole floor fainted the next turn except for our Golem. Now, I just needed to predict the AI every turn moving forward. How hard could this be? Back to Love Caesar, both Stoice and Camera Up missed attacks, and Machamp's Guts ability now activated. Hydro Pump ruined Camera Up the next turn, then Fly from Love Caesar, which is ridiculous by the way, knocked out Machamp. Stoice froze Honchkrow with Ice Beam, and Gengar came out. Back to Lord Wiggle again. It felt good that we'd relied exclusively on 2 Pokemon to make it this far in the fight. We kept that theme cooking as we switched back to Love Caesar one more time. Gengar did a whole lot of damage with Shadow Ball, meaning Love Caesar's role in this fight was about over. It also meant we now had overlapping roles of multiple moves for Gengar to kill us with. All right, Jolteon comes out, which is great news. This should be double Thunderbolt on Gyarados. Let me just double check. Yeah, that's guaranteed Thunderbolt over there. Let me just make sure Shadow Ball and Sludge Bomb have no overlapping ranges, right? There is exactly one. All right, well, this is going to be real fun, real fast. Show me Thunderbolt. 2 Thunderbolts, please. F you, dude. Go for Blastoise. F you, dude. That sucks. Don't kill my Golem. Dude, it had exactly 1 overlapping roll. I sent Andrew in to try and avenge our fallen friend. We were never dead to either of these Mon's moves unless they double targeted. I have to just attack. I just attack. Nah, Tangrowth doesn't help me out here. I wish it did. All right, we'll see what this does. F you, dude. Don't kill me. I think this kills me. 4 Mons left in a dream. J Massey punished the Jolteon with Sucker Punch. Shadow Sneak eliminated the Ghost Psychic Mismagius, and that was it. The final Mon on that side had fallen. Navigating just the left side was going to make this much easier. Sucker Punch killed Espeon, inviting in Houndoom. Love Caesar aquatailed that beast, and Fortress finished the final Snorlax. That was it. We made it to Price. Permanent hail in a double battle, Price. Surely we'll hit the Snowcloak Mamoswine on the first try without any accuracy boosting items, right? I'm gonna roll the dice on Floatzel. I've decided. Floatzel, your future is in Meganium's hands. Meganium, if you don't pull through for my boy here, we're gonna have problems. So get hit this. Meganium, I would be so mad. I would be so mad if you don't hit this grass knot right now. Because Floatzel, I get it. Annoying. Don't like him that much. Don't want to hang out with him. Great. Agree. He doesn't deserve to die like this. Yes! Okay, we hit it. 4v6, Abomasnow and Weavile came out next. I made some pivots, some more regrettable than others. And if you're thinking to yourself right now, Peter, this isn't a good plan. You know, I want you to know that I agree with you. Take it easy on me, please. Correct, Ironheads. All right, don't crit me. Hold. Thank you. Can I get a burn? If I got a burn on this, I would feel super good about our prospects moving forward. Without a burn, I don't feel great. Okay. All right, relax. I'm dead to crit again. Didn't get it. We're chilling. The next turn, Weavile crunched Bobble, which meant Love Caesar could fly without taking a hit. Dead Weavile, and I needed to get Bobble out of there. Either Power Gem or Psychic. I'm going to go here. I think this was the right play. Show me Psychic. Yes! Fuck yeah, dude. Holy shit. Okay, that's a dub and a half. Rock Slide hurt, but it didn't crit, so I took Love Caesar out of the fight and sent in J Massey. Power Gem from Frostlass took a toll on Banette, so Dr. Sleep gave her a taste of her own medicine. The next turn, I was able to Sucker Punch kill Frostlass and Power Gem Abomasnow into the next dimension. Lapras was Price's final Mon. This thing has a nice learn set, and I was still nervous I might lose something. I Volt switched out, and I asked Dr. Sleep to Psychic. Cool. Do a ton of damage. That's a crit. Grumpig! Hell yeah, dude! 7 badges meant that Goldenrod Tower was in trouble, and only one hero could save it. I am the Johto region's avatar, and Gyarados is my Appa because that shit flies in this game. Petrel was at the summit looking ugly and sending out uglier. Kobe shredded the opening Pidgeot, and Anti-Spirit successfully countered the Steel Dark Absol. Dr. Sleep then chugged a massive Focus Splash from the firefighting Magmortar in an effort to Psychic it to death. Sceptile took an Air Slash to the noggin and didn't make it, and then the Demon stepped in. Wailord. I sent in our boy Haze to counter it. Don't go Ice Beam. You dick. No way! Why? I lose Meganium here. It was at full health. And with that, the star of the show had fallen. The Mon we'd raised from a little baby Chikorita to an awkward teenage Bayleaf. And to see him realize his full potential as a Meganium against huge fights in tough spots. Haze didn't deserve this. Fox cleaned up the final Kangaskhan, and we ventured on. To the basement we went in search of a secret key to get to the real summit of Goldenrod Tower. This is where we met Rocket Grunt 24. All right, well, I switch out on Head Smash. Guaranteed Head Smash, yeah. Well, yeah, that was tough. I had to ask Phelpsy the Hitmonchan to make his debut on Head Smash Golem. That worked out, though Espeon came in next, and this cannon was looking at an entirely random move here. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Nothing wanted to eat both Psychic and Signal Beam. So here's the problem. I could switch Harden to Azura, which is what I'm thinking I might end up doing. The problem is that really makes things complicated against Dragonite if it goes Shadow Ball and or Psychic. Doesn't mean it's not possible, it just becomes harder. If I go hard Banette, 75% of the time we're chill, and then there's the chance it goes Psychic, and when that happens, we get cooked. Pelipper actually does surprisingly well, but we go Pelipper. Don't fucking get crit here. Don't use Psychic. Use anything but Psychic. Shadow Ball, Signal Beam, HP Fighting. I don't care. Anyone. Fuck you, dude. Every single time. All right. Don't crit. Then we're chill. Every single time, dude. Are you serious? Is that a max roll, dude? I went into Lunatone to try and bait Psychic, except I didn't realize it was Shadow Ball 50% of the time, which Grumpig then had to tank. Back to Phelpsion's Signal Beam, we were able to chip it with Fake Out before heading into J Massey. Shadow Ball if you're cool, Espeon. Don't confuse. Citrus Berry proc. I think most of the time we lose J Massey here, but I'm gonna try. All right. Come on, get the roll, get the roll, get the roll. Please, 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 please. I'm begging you, please. Okay. How the f does this kill me from here? How? Phelpsy cleaned up, inviting in Dragonite. Power Gem hurt Dragonite, but it switched out the very next turn. I needed some damage, so I had Azura tank a Waterfall to chip Wrath with Psychic. I sacrificed Jakranik to get a free switch into Dr. Sleep. Come on, Grumpig. Grumpig, please. Please, Grumpig. Please. I'm begging you. Phelpsy wrapped up this one as well, and the final knockout was delivered by Azura on a desperately necessary Power Gem crit to push the run forward. Dr. Sleep and J Massey had been excellent. Now they would rest in box 4 to never be used again. We snagged the key from the basement and powered to the rooftop. Here we would meet Archer, whose team was built to steal at least one of our Pokemon. Except we knocked out Tauros easy, and Houndoom was a fraud. T-Tar fell and Starmie fell. Only Gengar and Raikou remained. Cycle the Togekiss then stepped in to use Shadow Ball on that Gengar. Look, I'm not happy about this counter, but it would be really nice if you didn't destroy my life. You're destroying my life. All right. I think we lose. You guys think Explosion kills? Seriously, I mean, I have something. It's not a good something, but it's something. Oh my god! Hell yeah! Dude, that Togekiss sucked anyways. And with that, we had one more Mon to beat. And the bottom line was that Phelpsy was almost never doing the damage necessary. Phelpsy, buddy, you've been incredible so far. Give it your best, buddy. Oh my god! On the heels of 2 critical hits, our run was set to continue. This run had been blessed, even if it was 14 deaths deep. Honestly, while the run was still going to continue, our box was no doubt shot. We needed new encounters ASAP. We caught a Sneasel named Purple Omega, who was hopefully going to be excellent. Also, I don't really know where King Kappa the Quagsire came from, but we had him now.
As long as I don't get hit by a Spit F drop, I think we just chill like this. Okay.
Yeah, that's how this run has gone so far. We also got a Dugong and a Kingdra, so not all hope was lost. And I'll save you guys the story, but I got caught in a weird situation where I asked one of our first encounters, Bidness the Luminion, to counter a Metagross. Contrary to how we all thought that interaction would go, it didn't work. Neither did Ice Shard from Jumpy the Abomasnow to kill a Blastoise, which was similarly surprising. Rest in pieces, Bidness and Jumpy. Gym number 8 was here, and it was going to be a ride. This was a 6v8 double battle against Claire and her partner, Lance. And the Dragon Leaders opened with the suffocating Lottie twins. What was the plan?
It's game time, boys. What's good? I'm getting my ass kicked. I actually did not come up with a good plan at all. I prepared for 30 minutes-ish, a garbage strat that won't work, and I'm hoping it goes well. At least the first turn went according to plan.
Now, my strategy for this fight actually was to rely on Phelpsy's Ice Punch, Detect, and Mach Punch tech to stay on the floor for as long as possible. The left slot was then tasked with rotating and dealing as much damage as possible. We broke out the rule that a Mach Punch killed Latios, and Thunderbolt murdered the Charizard. With Mence and Kingdra now out, I knew something had to give. Kingdra and Mence saw kills on both slots. Switching on these beasts was never an option.
Okay, it does go Signal Beam. I was hoping for Draco Meteor. We don't get Draco Meteor. Instead, we get Signal Beam. All right. 07 Stormy, you fought hard, brother.
I had Phelpsy use Mach Punch on Salamence to get just a hint of damage. From there, Kobe took a Signal Beam from Kingdra and finished the Mence with Ice Beam. Of course, this fight was never ever going to get easier. Now Dragonite had arrived.
All right, I think I'm 100% correct on it using E-Speed. Show me E-Speed on the left. Yep, there it is. Okay. Signal Beam, that's what I wanted. That was best case scenario.
And then Phelpsy finally took a hit, chugging Kingdra's Draco Meteor en route to ice punching the thick fat Dragonite a second time. Power Gem would then finish it, and with that, Lance's team was officially cooked. Only Claire's team remained. Detect and Power Gem, Kingdra was on the brink. Mach Punch and Pivot into Kobe set us up to stare down Dragon Rock Rampardos. Mach Punch again plus Ice Beam cleared, and only Dragon Electric Ampharos was left. Ice Beam one more time, Kobe. One death, Claire was crazy. Now, we did lose a couple more pals on the way to the league. Rest in peace, Executor and Primeape. But we did add 2 Pseudos, Intilibin the Garchomp and Zorton the Salamence to the box. And these newcomers were going to have to bring us home. Welcome to the Elite Four squad. And who else was coming? Well, Purple Omega the Weavile was for sure, Fox the Tangrowth, Azura the Lunatone, and Phelpsy the Hitmonchan. Ever brought Lunatone and Hitmonchan unironically to the Elite Four? Me neither. Will was up first with his permanent Sun team, who Purple Omega just clowned on. Fake Out into Knockoff killed Espeon, and Tillybin debuted in its murder of Electivire, then the following Absol. Purple Omega then stepped back in to ruin Porygon-Z, and I may have had to risk a small flamethrower crit on Mence in order to slow Typhlosion down with Rock Tomb. Little did Will know my Mence had the ability Shell Armor, a really cool buff in Sterling Silver. Imagine that. Garchomp did not, unfortunately, also have Shell Armor and tanked a massive flamethrower crit on its way to Earthquaking Typhlosion. Weavile cleared the final Executor, and we were through to the final 4 fights of this hack. Hi, Koga. Koga's team was mostly tame, with one small caveat. Shadow Tag Bonnet was lurking hard in the background. If it ended up coming out on the wrong mon of mine, we were going to be down a core member of the team and likely out for the Elite Four. We had to taunt the opening Gastrodon to stop rocks from going up, as Zorton was able to finish that guy. Oratrice would then Volt Switch on Phelpsy, inviting in Crobat. Our counter for this guy was Azura? Kinda. The problem was that it kept healing with Giga Drain, and killing it would absolutely invite out Bonnet next. It would claim Azura so fast. Remember, ghost types can't escape Shadow Tag until Generation 5.
I want to whittle this down as low as I can possibly get it without actually killing it. You know what? I'm going to click Shadow Ball here. Psychic is too close of a range. I probably should have just clicked Psychic, but that's okay. Don't kill this. Do not crit. All right. All right, I'm going hard pivot.
Eventually, we had Crobat low enough where Purple Omega could swap in to punt the obnoxious bat.
Hard Weavile. Don't Brave Bird. Do not Brave Bird, please. Thank you. Okay. All right, we have a chance. I go Sucker Punch. All
All right, this is kill. Nice dead bat. Cool.
With Fighting Bug Ninjask now representing Koga, I swapped to Phelpsy to break its focus sash with Fake Out. Zorton was able to get up a roost while Ninjask set up 2 double teams. Was anyone curious how it felt trying to hit that very next Draco Meteor?
Please hit, please hit, please hit. If we hit this, we're so good. If we don't hit this, we're so fucked. Please, 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 please. Oh my God.
Then Fortress came back in. Not only was I scared of another Volt Switch, but this guy always has a 10% boom chance. Lunatone was never taking any steel hits here, and the Volt Switch was so risky. I had one play.
Here we go. This is my pivot. Okay. Tank this. You f***ing beast. Tank this. Tank this right now. Tank it. Yes!
With Sniper Drapion now out, my whole team was going to be dead to every single move's critical hit. Phelpsy got a chip in before I went hard meds. And Zorton went crazy, roosting through not 1, but 2 huge would-be crit kills. Shell Armor carries again. Earthquake buried the Scorpion, and Banette finally arrived. Zorton was modest nature and holding a Dragon Fang. Draco Meteor, according to the calcs, had a 94% chance of killing this Banette from full health. If it fails, and Banette clicks Double Edge, the run ends.
Show me Shadow Force. Show me Shadow Force. Show me Shadow Force. Okay, hold on. Roost. I roost. Eat this. 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 Please. Please. Just one attack. One more. Please. Please. Please.
And we were bringing a full team to Bruno. Bruno's fight is in permanent sand, which rock types like Azura were keen on benefiting from. An initial Intimidate drop to invite out Infernape's Blast Burns on Azura was super useful, especially considering that Moonlight recovered the 25% that Azura was losing, while Infernape took damage from Blast Burn Recoil and Sandstorm. But Swampert came in next, committed to putting our team to sleep with Yawn. We were in trouble. Yawn works like hypnosis in this hack, with lower accuracy, but sleep first turn. And honestly, I forgot to put a Chesto Berry on Fox. Thank everything it missed on the first turn I pivoted in, but it hit the next, and Fox didn't wake up the next turn or the one after that. Down to 89 HP, the run was on ice. I didn't have another counter to Swampert. Would Fox wake up here, or would I start all the way back over from the beginning?
Wake up, please, 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 please wake up, please wake up, please wake up, please, 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 please. I'm begging you. I need this right now. Please. Yes!
Torrent boosted Hydro Cannon was about to tear through whoever I sent in, but I know what you guys are probably already thinking. Just use your Shell Armor Ments. Zorton loved that blast, and the recoil from Hydro Cannon withered away the pert. Phelpsy Drain punched the ensuing Aggron, and Gallade came in. Back to our Shell Armor beast, the dragon flirted with death, popped a Citrus Berry, and came down on Gallade with a huge fly. And you know who hasn't been in for a while? Purple Omega. Let's get that guy back in on the action.
Weavile chugs these! Weavile, the Draco Meteor chugger. My guy, my man. Let's fucking go. Hell yeah.
Now in on Flygon, Purple Omega's Fake Out into Avalanche was enough to send the dragon packing. Bruno's final Pokemon was Machamp. Azura didn't love sapping up that Stone Edge, nor did Phelpsy enjoy the Earthquake that I made him eat. Back through Azura on Dynamic Punch and into Tillybin on Earthquake, I hoped that stalling turns would drop Champ's health with Sandstorm Chip to a point where I could outspeed and kill it with anything. Back to Azura again and 2 Tillybin on Stone Edge. Earthquake did enough and we were moving on. Only 2 battles remained. Karen was never going to be easy, opening with a download Lucario. Fake Out from Weavile into Zorton on Superpower. Earthquake punished the Wolf guy, and Phelpsy took a stab at bludgeoning T-Tar with Drain Punch, the Dragon Dance, so we Mach Punch to save Japan. Bravebird Gyarados was crazy and out next. I was going to use Azura to beat this guy by itself, but it critical hit our moon. I did manage to get 2 Intimidate drops in with Zorton and started roosting while the Serpent Bravebirded us. I pivoted through Azura into Fox, where he devoured a Brave Bird and Giga Drained, then Accelerocked to get through it. Earthquake from Tillybin then two-shot the Vileplume, which I guess was holding a Bright Powder? I don't know. Nobody told me that until after it was already dead. So it doesn't exist. A whole bunch of pivoting allowed us to get into Fox on a ground move, and then tanking Guts boosted Facade so Giga Drain could eviscerate the ground normal bear. And Editor Man, I was wondering if instead of showing the fight, you could just kind of metaphorically show what Purple Omega did to the final Sableye. The champion fight had arrived. We'd overcome so many obstacles in Sterling Silver to see the champion with a full team of 6. And rest assured, this team was not coming out entirely intact. Red was the champion, and he opened with Stealth Rock's Dialga. Sure, Phelpsy was a good check to this, except my whole plan was thrown out the window when Red swapped Dialga out for Moltres. Azura switched into Power Gem the Phoenix, but with the dinosaur of all time back on the floor, I'm not sure what I was supposed to do.
Lunatone, you played your part, buddy. Good night, buddy. You fought hard. You played really well. Everything I could have asked for out of a Lunatone, you gave it to me, man. You gave it to me. Helps to get back out there. This is fine. I was going to Mach Punch, but I figured we probably weren't going to kill, and it'd be better to just... Oh, wow, crit. There's the crit. Okay. It happened. We are now behind.
I sent Zorton into Outspeed and Earthquake, which got us through Dialga. Now, Mewtwo stared us down.
I always just hard pivot. Okay. If this crits, that's game over. Okay.
Fake out into Sucker Punch drained Mewtwo's HP, but Venusaur made things super awkward.
I go knock off here always. I have to let Weavile die. Knock off. Good job, buddy. Great job. 07, Weavile.
Zorton came back in, now having taken 2 Stealth Rock hits. Fly finished Venusaur, and Jolteon was front and center.
Show me Thunder. Show me Thunder. Show me Thunder, please. Please, 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 please. Thunder, 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 Thunder. Thank you. Okay. It's got 1 roll to crit kill me. 1 roll of this crit kills me. Didn't get the crit, but it got the roll.
Earthquake was far too much for the frail foe, and a final Pokemon stepped in, Slaking.
I always click Bulldoze here, I think. Please survive this. Please survive this. It's so unlikely he survives this, but it'd be so cool if he did. Please. Please. Ah! Ah! Garchomp wants to play, boys! My guy! Ah! That's insane! I go Bulldoze again, just because this gives me an opportunity to hit with Tangrowth for sure. 07, brother. Garchomp, my goat, dude. My goat.
And with that, I sent Zorton in one final time.
All right. 3rd rocks. We get the Intimidate drop. I don't even have a Citrus Berry. I thought I did. Mence could do it here. Mence could do it. Mence. Hard Mence, boys. Mence. Please. Yes! Yes! Mence lives! Ah!
We had done it. We had completed the first fully streamed Nuzlocke of Pokemon Sterling Silver. Also, I don't know if you caught that I entirely lied about the Shell Armor Mence thing, but shouts to the GOAT for dodging around 10 crits throughout the course of this Elite Four. Thank you to our Patreon subscribers for helping make this video happen. Typhon, Fabio, Prita, Tyler, Matt, John, Chad, Strunk Andy, and Grant, our VIP Plus subscribers. You guys are the best.